What's good? All right, let's talk this boxing. What's good? What's good? What's good? Brothers UK in the building. What's going on, man? Michael James, 616. What's good? Calvin Johnson, what's going on, man? Oh man. Been enjoying. There was actually a lot of really good news in boxing last night, man. Yesterday. Bunch of real good articles that came up on boxing scene. Not boxing scene, Fight Hype, man. Shout out to Fight Hype and the excellent work that they did, man, yesterday. That was good stuff. The best two of them were one, first of all, man, Deontay Wilder got to take a pay cut in the second fight. Who'd have known? 60-40, man. Deontay Wilder cut Tyson Fury. Such a nice fucking deal. Such a nice deal. Retro for life, 79 boxing. But because Deontay Wilder lost the last fight, it's a rematch, but for 60-40. So he gets a 60-40 split in the next fight. Boy, negotiations, some funny thing, man, when don't nobody want to fight you, man. Matthew Valentine said, Dr. Fernand, you were much appreciated. I appreciate you, man. And thanks for that note you sent. What's going on, Miami Snoopy 305? So let's start off here, man. Strictly business. What's going on with you, man? Hope all is well. I'll wait for a couple more minutes, wait for some more people to get in and all that good stuff. Woke, what's going on, man? He said if it was AJ, he would have wanted to be A-side even if he lost. Yeah, but I mean, Deontay Wilder really did do a lot with Tyson Fury, man. Gave that dude a lot of leeway, giving him 50-50 in the first fight, gave him 50-50 in the second fight. It would seem right that the third fight would be 50-50, but you know, that ain't how Bob Arum and them rolling. Big Dog Willie said, PSA, fuck Dillian White and Ishe Smith. Yeah, Ishe Smith is coming off like a full piece of shit, man. Like Ishe, man, will you stop? Like, let the shit go, man. Ishe Smith just looks, dude, you out here looking terrible, man. Out looking terrible, in my opinion. How you gonna jump on Joey Spencer for saying people in Detroit that he learned that shit in Detroit? Or he learned it in Michigan. He said he learned in Michigan how to do that when he was fighting as an amateur. What's wrong with that? If he said it's the truth, if he said that and he believes it to be the truth, he believes it to be the truth. If it's the truth, it's the truth. What is he jumping all over? Hey, thanks, Michael Marr. 1972 said, keep up the good work, man. I'm trying, man. We'll keep rolling. He said, I don't follow Ishe. What'd he do now? Jumped all over Joey Spencer. Because Joey Spencer said, yeah, that people fight like that in Michigan. That he grew up fighting in Michigan and he was taught how to do that in gyms in Michigan. That's what he said. He said he's from Michigan and I know how to do that. People in gyms, I was taught how to do that in the gym. He's like, people do that shit all the time. Drag their hand down in the glove. But Ishe Smith, what's going on, Sonny Shook? But Ishe Smith gonna just lie on it, just lie on the dude and say, oh, hey, you heard Detroit fighters that they say all of you guys do that. First of all, Joey Spencer never said everybody in Michigan did that. He said that he knew of it. He knew of people doing it. It was taught in gyms. He didn't say every fighter from Michigan does that or every fighter from Crunk does that. Ishe Smith just a piece of shit, man. Like, dude, you just said some stupid shit and got some heat, man. That you deserve to get. Why are you lying on Joey Spencer now? Oh, because you can't say Joey Spencer's a black dude and he just wants to tear down popular white fighters? So now he's just going to lie on Joey Spencer? You're just a fucking liar, man. Terrible, dude. Matthew Valentine, for 9, that split was determined within the rematch clause. The winner-loser split was already determined. Even though Wilder gets 40%, he'll still make more than Fury, his own promoter. Now, that ain't no doubt. Because 25%, 30% of Tyson Fury's money walks out the door, or more than that. I think half of his money walks out the door between MTK Global and Bob Arum and Top Rank. Yeah, there's a lot of people taking money out of his pocket. Ron Finkley said it's common sense to see a cheater of the boxing rules being broken. Halfway on is halfway. Being broken. A cheater of the boxing rules being broken. Halfway is halfway on. Yeah, man. But dude, but the thing with me with Ishe is, dude, you just lied on Joey Spencer. So I don't know whether or not he's just a flat out liar, or whether the guy's just trying to, or he just didn't pay attention to what was said. D. Lee Cradle gave me the middle finger. No, thank you. Not interested. Brian S. What's going on, Brian? How you feeling, man? Yeah, Ishe's just bugging, dude. Yeah, he's just on some shit with that, man. Really on some shit. But I did like what Claressa Shields said, man. Oh, let me say, Juniper P said, he's pissed that Spencer obliterated his talking point. Not only does Joey have firsthand knowledge, he's not black and does not fit the narrative. Yeah, so he just lied on him and tried to throw him under the bus. Hey, Detroit fighters. Joey Spencer's this kid with 9 fights. Dog, this kid with 9 fights can whoop your ass, Ishe. I take Joey Spencer over you. I'll take Joey Spencer 9 fights over you, Ishe. What you think? Ain't Joey a little big for him? Doesn't Joey fight 154? I think Joey Spencer's 154. Keith Campbell, can you write down your script sometimes, because you do what I do? Say things that not there, and you do it often just out of love. Fuck no, Keith Campbell, I cannot do that shit. Fuck I look like. That shit ain't fuck. What the fuck you mean? No, I cannot do that. You want me to sit, and I'm sorry, you piss me off a little bit. Dude, I make fucking 4 videos a day. You want me to fucking script the whole fucking thing and write down? Good morning. I am Fanon International Boxing, and I would like to welcome you to my channel. First things first, there was a fight yesterday with Errol Spence Jr., the WBC and IBF champion. Man, that shit is going to come off corny as the fuck. No. The guy got no problems making mistakes. I don't give a fuck. Like, what do you think? I'm perfect? Do you understand how many people you listen to? You listen to live streams. You listen to people covering fights on TV. They make mistakes all the fucking time. No, I'm not going to script my shit and write it down and do all that shit. Super chat. Okay? Put $100 on it and I'll script it. Like, do you know how much time this stuff takes? How much time it takes? But you want to add scripting to it and retakes and shit like that? No. Now, if I'm making Jermaine Johnson say, you good? Yeah, man. I appreciate that, man. Dude, I gotta be me, man. And some say things that aren't there. Yeah, because I'm fucking talking. You just get me. I'm gonna make a mistake in this video too. Whatever. You'll figure it out. But the hell no, I can't script. Oh, and I say that all in love. Because y'all don't pay me enough to script. You kidding me? He got too much time. I'm like, God, dog. You want me to do cut everything in half. Cut the number of videos you do in half and double your fucking time, which shrinks your fucking profitability by 3/4. No. Fanon, I want to hear a suit and tie and don't cuss. Fuck that, Big Dog Willie. I cuss. I'm telling you right now, my mama knows I cuss. Once my mama heard me and knew I cussed, and she's like, it's part of the channel. I was like, okay. If my mama don't care about me cussing, I don't give a fuck about you caring about whether I cuss or not. Believe it. Anyway, man, try this shit sometime and try not to make a mistake. You'll be fucking around for a week trying to get a video out. Jermaine Johnson, Bert, what's good, my G? Oh, that's not me. Ron Finkley say blue blood mess up all the time saying but his context still dope. Man, look, here's the thing, man. You're getting a regular boxing conversation out of me. I'm talking to you, okay? I only got so much time in my day, and I only got so much give a fuck in my system, okay? Now, if you've not noticed, I will regularly misspell fucking words in my title. I might fuck up the title. Sometimes I'll fuck up the audio. It's a lot of shit that gets screwed up when you're doing these videos 4 fucking times, 5 a day, every day, all year long. I dedicate from 5:30 in the morning till about from 5:30 in the morning till 9:30 in the morning, and then from 10:30 in the morning or 11:30 in the morning till roughly 12 in the morning to the channel, dude. I can't give you guys any more than that. Okay. I can't. It's tough. I want to do more, but I can't. Saying a lot is just the way Blue talk. Yeah, I mean, Blue's a good dude, man. If you script, I ain't watching. Your authenticity is why I listen. Thanks you, Akeem Smith. Are you the same Akeem that's tearing it up over there on Dante's Boxing Nation? And your channel too, dude. You're doing your shit, man. I enjoy your work, man. I enjoy your work. Said I heard Blue Blood having health issues. I hope he's cool. I didn't hear it was health issues. I just heard he's got something going on in his life. I didn't hear that they were health issues. But I certainly hope that whatever's going on, that life is good. It's a good dude, man. Blue Blood is a good dude, man. A really, really good dude. Retro for Life 79 said, I was 23 when my dad first heard me curse and was ready to grab his belt and beat my ass. I'm 41 now. Yeah. Dude, my mom and my dad cussed like a sailor, man. He was at work one time. That's the first time I ever heard him cuss. He was out on our balcony talking to somebody at work, and there was all kind of son of a bitches and motherfuckers and all kind of shit going on. I was like, damn, what's that? Oh, my son has a digital art channel. Oh, that's dope. Have you listened our president? People complaining about Blue Blood. Look, man, that motherfucker is crazy. I don't listen to him a lot, but I'm telling you, man, that dude right there, I can't believe the words are leaving his mouth when they leave his mouth. He's so he's not like your normal politician. He just be saying some shit. Like, what? What did you just say? But hey, man, you know, that's what y'all want, dog. That's what y'all want. Just like y'all want these people to take $10 trillion and give it to rich people. Man, these guys have no compunction, man. They are thieves. They are thieves of the highest order. This stimulus package, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, man. I swear to God, please, next lifetime, let me be a billionaire so I can steal for a living. These people about to steal so much money, dude. So much money and so much property. Dog, they're about to just rob. Oh my God, they're going to take everybody. They're going to rob everybody blind. And I'm sitting here laughing, and I laugh at it because if you're a black person in America, you should already know what the deal is. You should have known what the deal was 100 years before you were born. But these cats that do not get it, dude, look what they about to do. They're about to just print $10 trillion, right? And make up $10 trillion by diluting the dollar, right? That's how they make the money. The money doesn't come from us. The money comes from them diluting the dollar. So they just move a decimal point over, issue a bunch of fucking bonds or whatever they have to do where they claim that they're selling it or whatever they're doing. But essentially, they are diluting the value of the dollar and increasing and cutting it up into more portions. They cut an extra $10 trillion out of the value of the dollar, and they are going to give it to banks and business loans. So guess what? When they fight and they loan exactly, and then they loan it to us with interest, and we have to pay them back for money that the government invented for them. But watch this. When everybody loses their job, all these people lose their jobs, and their houses get foreclosed on, and their cars get foreclosed, and their cars get repossessed, and all of that shit happens. The same people that got that money are going to go buy up all of that shit. Because during the Depression, the value of everything drops. But now they're cash rich. They go buy up all the fucking assets that people gave up when they went broke. And they would rather do that shit than to give you money. Like, you would think common sense would say, oh, if you got money to give, everybody's fucking nervous. Why don't you give everybody money? so everybody can buy the things that they need. That's just common fucking sense. Just give, if you can make up $10 trillion to give to a bank, you can come up with $1 trillion to give to citizens so they don't have to worry about how they're going to feed themselves or how they're going to pay their rent. You can just give it directly to citizens. But this is why I laugh. This is why I laugh. It's a Brothers UK. No, it's we're a slave nation. This is my theory on it. All right. We are a slave nation. Okay. We were born on slavery. We were born on stealing from people, stealing land from people, and enslaving people. That's how the United States became, that's how we came into existence. And things are what they began. And now you just see the same thing. These guys, if you listen to that one senator, I can't remember what his name is, one was Lindsey Graham. The other one was one from Alabama. One of the guys like a billionaire senator, whatever the richest guy's name was. They were saying, well, we don't want the minimum wage to be, we don't want the unemployment wage, your unemployment rate to be that high because then they won't want to go to work. You're going to give a disincentive for people to work. Like, really? Yeah, you are, because people can't work. Yes, you want people to sit in their fucking houses. That's what everybody wants right now. Everybody to sit in their fucking house and not go anywhere and stay 6 feet from anybody else so that the virus can die. Everybody that is sick with the virus will find out in a certain amount of time, will know that they have it. Then you can test them, treat them, figure out who they talk to, go test them. But you want everybody to stay at home. But these clowns want people to go to fuck back to work. No. We don't need you paying all our workforce all that money. You can't be giving our workforce all that money because we need these workers to get back to work. You know what I mean? Give us, the banks, the money. Give the banks the money. Give big businesses the money. Then we'll decide who gets what. Right? Because then we can decide it in a way that will keep them dependent upon us and make them have to come to work. The whole shit is absolutely said U.S. didn't take 100,000 slaves. That story was told backwards. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. There's been a lot of slaves in the United States, dude. And yes, started with the Arab slave trade and all that good stuff. But dude, there's plenty of slavery in the United States. U.S. took 12 million slaves, probably more than that, because half of them died on the way over. There could have been 12 million that got here, but there's probably more because people died on the way here. And on top of it, they reproduced, so people were born slaves. You know, United States has been built on, it's based on real estate theft and slavery. That's pretty much what it was based on. Real estate theft and slavery. And it's maintained by a military now. But we knew this already. So what I'm saying is don't expect like nations that weren't born like that, they're a little more like, oh, hey, we'll give you $2,000 a month. Here, since we can make up money, since we're a sovereign nation and we have our basically the dollar backs every fucking thing. Don't take my word for that. I'm just using that because I heard it. I got to check that out. But because the dollar is a major currency in the world, they can make up as much money as they fucking want to. But Canada will say, hey, we want you to stay at home. We're going to give you $2,000 a month. We'll give you $2,000 a month to take, and we'll suspend any type of mortgage payments that are due, and we'll prevent anybody from being kicked out because of rent. Pretty much everything got to stop. Nope, you cannot be charging rent. You can't charge rent. Banks, you cannot foreclose on property. You cannot, and you can't aggregate it. You can't keep track of it until the shit's over. From now, I would say from April 1st through December 31st, there will be no rent. There will be no rent paid. There will be no mortgages paid. There will be no collections from banks on the people that on the rent holders. There will be no mortgage payments to the bank. None of that shit till December. And we're going to send you a check for $2,000 a month until then. So you can pay for your food, you can pay your bills, and you can stay your ass right in that fucking house so everybody doesn't get sick. Jermaine Johnson, for another day, but the transatlantic slave trade is filled with lies. Everything, all that shit's filled with lies. I don't doubt that. The motherfuckers that tell you they lie. The motherfuckers lie like rugs. I take everything people say with a grain of salt because people lie like rugs. And it's history. Nobody was there. But there's plenty of slaves. Okay. I do believe plenty of slaves. Somebody's going to have to prove to me that there was never any real slavery and we were always here. I don't know. But that's almost a distinction without a difference, really, because we are here and we are in this situation. Oh, Mr. already said that's too much like right for 9. It's way too much like right. Gregory Wise said that issue is about to happen now. We'll make 2008, 2009 look like Charles Play. Secure your roof if you can. Hey, man, it's going to be tight out there, homeboy. It's going to be tight. Reconstructed history, of course. I mean, of course, you got to take that. A lot of this stuff is going to be bullshit because they said that people were living in jungles, eating bone, couldn't speak, couldn't write, couldn't do shit, living in jungle. I mean, literally, for the early part of my life, I was sitting in class where it sounded like the teacher was trying to convince me that Africans were like apes, and they saved the apes by bringing them to the youth. That's a lot of the shit was getting pushed. What's going on, Eric Jenkins? Welcome to real life Monopoly. Yeah, there is, man. If you got some cash now, you're in a good spot. You got some cash, you're in a good spot because the property values are about to drop to the fucking floor. And then you can buy some shit up. And then gradually the real estate goes up and you're making your money. Those guys make money coming and going off that shit. Oh, hold on. Fuck. The fact that Wilder easily agreed to 60-40 when the second fight was signed shows he isn't a hard fighter to make a fight with. AJ definitely ducked and will duck again. Wilder will regain Sophia. Yeah, I mean, obviously Deontay Wilder is somebody that's easy to work with. I mean, it's going to be a tough fight for him to beat Tyson Fury. I think it really is. Because Tyson Fury is a good fighter. He's a fucking cheat, but he's a good fighter. Humans take advantage of this planet now and it's coming back to bite us. Don't put that shit on me. You know my thought on that shit. Don't put that shit on me. How do apes build cities and nations? We do. We're apes. By the way, prophecy for the soul. I just want to, people might not like how that sounds, but we're apes. If we belong to any group of animals, it's an ape. We're just fucking good at we just walk and build shit and steal from each other and murder on massive levels. You know what I mean? Nah, dude, we're apes. Jason Williams, you're an ape. Yes, you are. You're an ape. If you're not, what animal do you belong to? What are you then? If you're not an ape, what are you? I mean, I don't mean to be arrogant. I mean, I ain't trying to put you down. No, humans are apes. Yes, the fuck we are. Yes, we are. Where an ape walks upright and speaks. That's what we do. We are an ape, dog. Without a fucking doubt. You're an ape. Look at your hands. Dog, human beings didn't evolve from apes. Human beings are fucking apes. We are apes. Yes, you are, dog. Man, hey, man, look, y'all can call yourselves apes do have feet. Absolutely, they have feet. And they use those feet to climb. Look, man, we're a different type of animal, not an ape. Dude, look, y'all can say what the fuck you want. You look like an ape. You motherfuckers act like apes. You like, what's the difference? And humans are not animals? Dude, we're animals, man. See, this is fucking arrogance that gets me. See, you guys are twisting some shit up. You guys are using the same fucking arrogance that people use to say that black people, that they have manifest destiny over the world, right? Manifest destiny. It's the same arrogant shit, dude, that you are something different than the rest of the animals. You're an animal, dude. Everything that an animal does, you do. Every fucking thing. You have air, you have hair, you breathe oxygen, you kill fucking regularly. No, I'm not bugging you motherfuckers. Just some of y'all just, we are spirits in an avatar, so are they. Nah, the truth, man, get the fuck out of here. What, you don't think you're a fucking animal? You don't think you're an animal? Please tell me you don't think you're an animal. Dude, please tell me that you don't. Mr. MG42 Pillbox, please tell me you don't think you're an animal, dude. Nigga, you born and die just like every other fucking animal. Okay? You drink milk out your mama's titty just like every other fucking animal. You shit just like every other animal. Okay? You hunt just like every other animal. You sleep just like every other animal. Dog, you're a fucking ape. I'm sorry, man. What are you? You're an animal that just doesn't fit in any classification of animal. Like you're the only animal that doesn't fit into another class of animal. All right. Yes, you do hunt. You hunt all the fucking time. Yes, you do hunt. People hunt all the time. They hunt all the time. When you go take your ass for a fucking job and you try to get some money that you can get some food, that shit is that is a basic variation of hunting. Okay? And there's hunter-gatherer societies for millions of years that hunted. Y'all just fucking bugging. I hate arrogant motherfuckers. Dude, you're an animal. Okay? You're an animal, man. No, I mean to say you are a fucking animal. I mean to say you're an animal. See these little teeth? We don't need these like fangs and shit anymore because, you know, we eat berries and shit like that. Man, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You motherfuckers, please. Man, just fucking please. That shit is always hit me crazy as hell. Dude, you are not all fucking that, dude. We are not all of that. You're humans, and humans is a type of ape. Fuck out of here, man. Oh, God made animals and men and women, human beings, dude. I'm a grantha, a gorilla mixed with a panther. Dog, you are a human. You're a human being. You're a human being. Evolution was propaganda for racism. Yeah, a lot of that shit is bullshit. I do believe that a lot of that shit's bullshit. I do. I don't believe we came from a single cell organism. I don't believe that shit. That shit doesn't make fucking sense. And it's just like without any type of intervention, without any type of planning, I don't buy that shit. I said, hey, Devin Blocker said, I guess they some fishes. Like, man, what y'all go to church. See, y'all been up in that church. That's what it is. Y'all's up in that church. And they told you the man has dementia animal, okay? Period. And the closest relative you have is a chimpanzee, okay? There's only like 0.1% difference between you and a fucking chimpanzee, but you ain't an ape. General Scrub says, speak for yourself. I'm a Thundercat. There you go. Hey, I'll join you with the Thundercats, dog. I'll join you with the Thundercats, dude. Tyson Fury is an animal. He will do anything to win. Ass Wilder. Yeah, he's an animal. Oh, we all animals, man. I just find it funny. There is no proof that humans have a soul. Humans are only considered apes according to evolution. I am not a evolution. I just know that your ass, all y'all look like fucking monkeys. All of you look just like chimpanzee. Dog, you see an ape, you see a chimp, look at you. Dude, this shit's not that far off. It's not like you're a dog. Like you're not looking at a giraffe or looking at an elephant or looking at an ant. No shit like that. Like if I said you're an ant, then I could be like, oh, I ain't no ant. If I said you were a type of ape, If you were somebody that came, if you were somebody that came from another planet, right? And you had to group everybody together, what group would you put us in? Apes look like us? Is that it? I mean, either way you cut it, dude. Either way you cut it, man. I find y'all motherfuckers funny. Y'all sound real funny to me, dog. Real funny. Anyway, we are just the highest animal on the food chain. Big Dog Willie. I don't even know if that's true. Are we? Are we? The mosquitoes seem to do real well. Fanon, you're wrong. It's called gene pool. What the fuck is called a gene pool? What's called a gene pool? What's called a gene pool, dog? What? Man, get out of here, dude. Anyway, y'all can see, said Disclosure Project, Dr. Stephen Greer. I got to look that up, Matthew Valentine. Much love in that man. No, we are not the highest food. So I don't think we are. I think mosquitoes be eating us to fucking death. Okay? That's what I think. Think the mosquitoes. Exactly, main event, Mark. We are animals. We are a member of the primate order. So we are primates. There you go. Us and the gorillas and chimpanzees are primates. Does that make you feel better? We're primates. They're apes, but we're primates. We're the only primate that's not an ape. But now, aren't monkeys primates too? I think monkeys are primates too. Bacteria and death is the top of the food chain. You got that shit right. Anyway, man. Said Marvin Martin, bro, I hope this is sarcasm because it's just too much ignorance for me. No, let me be dead fucking serious with you. You, my friend, are very closely related. You are more closely related to a chimpanzee than any other animal on the face of the earth. We come from the same origin as chimpanzees, gorillas, orangutans, any other type of humanoids. There were other humanoids like, what were the other type of humanoids? There were Cro-Magnon men. There were Neanderthals. There was I think we're Homo sapien, but there's a bunch of different humanoid type that were more closely related to us that all died out or interbred. Comparing genetic sequences, protein fragments, and markers, and you'll discover your kinship with apes. Dude, Gregory Wyatt. Now, see, this is somebody, Gregory Wyatt, that's just smarter than me, so I'll just go with that. You're absolutely just smarter than me. What I did is this. I looked at a fucking gorilla, I looked at a chimpanzee, and then I look at a collie, and then I look at a wolf, okay? A wolf and a collie are both dogs. You know what I mean? Or dogs, excuse me. Dogs are all many variations of wolves, okay? They're not all the same size. They don't all look the same. But at the end of the day, they're all fucking dogs, okay? Or they're all wolves. Anyway, but y'all just go ahead and keep doing that shit. Oh, Judith B said primates include humans, gorillas, apes, orangutans, and chimpanzees. Ricky Bird, thank you, man. Yeah, from the gray wolf. All I'm just saying is, man, come on, man, with the corny shit. Y'all don't sound too. I mean, the same people that's the same logic that says black people and white people came from different places. You know, like we are no black people. So, you know, like majority of this evolutionary talk, people didn't believe that black people and people from the US. He said people do look like monkeys, especially Ishe Smith. Now you know damn well Ishe Smith related to them chimps. You know damn well he's sitting there with them chimps. You know it. Don't act like he ain't. Yeah, evolution is a brain disease. Hit that like. Yeah, hit the like, man. But I can't stand listening to this ignorance because you're telling me something I don't like to hear. Hey, look, man. We are not primates. You're not a primate now? Let me see. Let's look, Marvin Martin. Let's see if list of primates. Ape, primates, apes, gorillas, simians, lemurs, baboons. Oh no, they're primate and lower classifications. Which animals are primates? Primates is a mammal of the group that includes lemurs, lorises, whatever that is, tauruses, monkeys, apes, and humans. The order primate, with its 30 or more species, is the third most diverse order of mammals after rodents and bats. So, Mr. Man, according to the Britannica, we are in the order of primates, which means we're related to monkeys and apes. Just get out of here, man. They said Fanon is the old saying, truth hurts. Yeah, they hate it, dog. They don't like that. They don't like these opposable thumbs. They don't like that we can climb some trees. Anyway, no humans don't share 99% DNA with chimps. Really? Let's see. Percentage of US DNA share. Sciencemag.org. Ever since research sequenced the chimp genome in 2005, they have known that humans share about 99% of our DNA with chimpanzees. National Geographic, chimps, humans, 96% the same gene study finds. Tiny genetic differences between humans and other, what do they call? I'm sure they say other primates. Yeah, 90 one of these say humans and chimps share a surprising 98.8% of their DNA. Obviously we do, dumbass. Obviously we do. We're shaped the fucking same. But okay, you guys keep doing you. You keep doing you. Keep listening to Pastor Charlie. Animals don't deal with logic and reason like humans. Yes, they do. You fucking kidding me? They absolutely do. How do you figure they don't? Y'all are just, God, dog. Y'all just crazy with it, man. Ralph Sampson, Kareem are walking giraffes. You look like I look like an ape. Do I? Why would you say that I look like an ape? Because I have hands with opposable thumbs. I stand right out and I have 2 arms and 2 legs, not 4 legs. Could that be it? Kind of like, And yes, animals are highly fucking logical. Get a fucking dog. Okay? Man, shut up, MG4. Fuck out of my chat, dude. The fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out. Okay? You're just a fucking pea brain. You got to get the fuck out of here. Now, it's not even 75%. Like you're a fucking, what are you now? You a biologist now? You specialize in you a genetics expert or some shit? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Get out of here, man. You monkey. Get out of here, you ape. Come on, man. All that shit comes from just we run the world. Yeah, he is. Fanon, let me see. Perry Clark, Fanon, if we come from apes, why hasn't the rest of apes evolved into humans? I didn't say that we came from apes. I didn't say that we came from them. I said we are in the same group as them. And I don't have to, and I'm not going to answer just because I can't answer, well, why didn't they? I don't know. I've only been alive for roughly 50 years. I don't know what apes are turning into. Who knows what they'll look like 300 years from now? I don't know. Don't know. There might not even be any apes in 300 years. The way motherfuckers like y'all acting, trying to choke out the fucking earth. There might not even be any. Bob Marley asked that same question. What's that same question? Why haven't the rest of the apes evolved? They have evolved. I don't know. You're assuming that I say that I believe in evolution. I don't know if I do. There's a lot of that shit that don't make sense to me. I know your ass is a fucking ape, though. It's like the knuckles out of the glove. You trying to explain to me how the knuckles could get out of the glove. Dog, I see the knuckles in the glove. I ain't going to explain to you why the fuck I see knuckles in the glove. I see knuckles in the glove. I see you motherfuckers walking around looking like some fucking chimps. And not like dogs. Okay? I don't have to answer that question for you. That shit ain't going to change what the truth is. Fanon, you have no idea and you'd be way over your head talking on MG42 pillbox. Yes, I do. I have a lot to I'm 100% okay throwing his ass out. Fuck out of my face. Nigga, I've been around this earth a long ass time, dude. I went to school, okay? I took biology. I know that there's similarity. I know that human beings and the other groups are related. I know that. It's not even a fucking question. Fucking Charles Darwin's dumb ass, not dumb, but his super racist ass said the shit 150 years ago. What are you talking about? This is some basic shit, okay? That you can see with your own eyes. You can see with your own eyes. You're an animal, okay? Nobody's ever said in any class that I've ever went to that human beings are not animals, that we're not mammals. If we're animals and we're mammals, and then we fall into the group of animals and we fall into a group named mammals, then we should also fall into other similar smaller groups, okay? We're not a dog. What are we? If a wolf is a wolf a dog? Yeah, or a dog a wolf? A dog is a wolf, okay? People are related. We are human. We are animals. We are part of the animal world. The question is, what part of the animal world? It's fucking morons like you that sit your ass up there and listen to cats in church too much that believe somehow we're not involved in the animal world. We're not a member of the animal world. We are something distinct and unique and above, and we have the right to do whatever the Lord our God gave us dominion over the animals, over the earth and the animals, so we can do whatever we want to do to whoever, because we are God personified on earth. I understand the fucking spiel, okay? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. You look like a fucking monkey to me. You look like an ape to me, okay? The fuck out of my face with that shit. A lion is a cat. Oh yeah, you know it is. You're way over yourself talking to Pillbox. This motherfucker was all that. He'd have his own fucking channel. You sound scared just like all the other pillboxes hiding from me. I'm not hiding from you, bitch. I'm ignoring you and throwing you out. Hold on. I'm not hiding from you. I'm throwing you the fuck out for total and complete lack of respect that I have for you. Okay? Not hiding. I'm right here. Okay? I'm right here. Your bitch ass got into the comment section. I just don't give a fuck about what you think. Trying to tell me that an animal, that human beings aren't animals. And and it's only 75% at most. Really? I just Google some shit. NationalGeographic.com. I go to scientificamerica.com, AMNH.com, which is, what is this? American Museum of Natural History. They say it, but somehow some fucking idiot on YouTube can tell me that it's only 75 at most. Even though I'm looking at everything I just saw on the internet from seemingly reputable people say that it's 98 to 99%. Similarly, let me ask you, if you weren't already kicked out, I'd ask you this question. So Do black people and white people come from the same people? Or is that a myth too? Is that a myth too? Or is it unreasonable for me to believe that somebody might have invented a pyramid, that the people that lived near the pyramids might actually be the ones that were responsible for the pyramids? Or do you believe that it is some fucking alien that flew down and gave them otherworldly instructions? Fuck out of here, man. Do you realize that the European scientific community is also a co-signer of other flawed theories? Yes, I do. Absolutely. It's not this is my fucking theory. Nigga, you look like a fucking chimp. Fuck are you talking about? Dude, God gave us all common fucking sense and logic. Okay? All of us, common sense and logic. You're an animal, homie. You grow hair. You're born, you die. You breathe oxygen and you exhale carbon monoxide. Is it carbon dioxide or monoxide? Carbon dioxide. You breathe in oxygen, you exhale carbon dioxide. Every other fucking similar body function that an ape has, you have the same bodily functions. The same ones. You basically eat the same food. You breathe the same air. You live in nests just like they live in nests. But our nests are built like this, not built like their nests. We have the same communities. Man, just shut the fuck up. There's very few. The differences is we have a financial system and we have a spoken language that we can understand. However, chimpanzees understand other chimpanzees through their language very, very well. They communicate with each other just like we communicate with each other. There are very few differences other than the magnitude of what you think of yourself. Very little difference. When you compare a chimpanzee to a human, but then you compare a human to a dog, the similarities, there's more similarities than there are differences between chimpanzees and human beings. Many more similarities than differences. Why would it be unreasonable for us to assume that we're from the same created group? You're just a fucking idiot if you don't see that. But I'm crazy. Okay, whatever. Anybody with any common sense knows the human races are animals and the mammal families unless you lay eggs. Dude, pretty much. But we're not an ape. No, we're not an ape because we didn't name ourselves ape. Okay? We didn't name ourselves ape. So no, we're not an ape. We're humans. But get the fuck out of here, dude. If you were you know who said something was really good about this? What's the guy's name, man? The linguist from MIT. Noam Chomsky? Hell no, you ain't winning this shit because I ain't arguing about shit that's stupid, Kennedy Linder. Fucking fact that Chomsky. Chomsky was talking about the language differences and the difference between human beings. And he's like, just imagine you came from another planet and you came and you looked at all human beings. You would see very, very little difference between any of us. When we look at a colony of ants, we look down on a colony of ants. We can't tell the difference between one ant and another because we're so far removed from being an ant. But the ants themselves can all tell the difference between each other. Same thing for human beings. If there was somebody that was not a human being, we have so many things in common with one another, whether or not you are from China or whether or not you're from the US or you're from South America. We are basically very, 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 very similar. In fact, every human being is less than 60th cousins to each other. We are all literally related to one another. Literally related to one another. We are also related to other animals in the animal kingdom. And the ones we're most closely related to, you call apes. Call gorillas, call monkeys, call lemurs, whatever you want to call them. But if there was somebody from some other world that came, they would know very little difference between us and a chimpanzee. They'd be like, that motherfucker walks straight up, that motherfucker walks on all that. He can walk up, but he doesn't. They wouldn't know that. They wouldn't think any major difference between the two. Differences, but not major differences. Man versus mankind debate. Yeah, I mean, I'm having fun with it because I've listened to people say stupid shit like that forever. We've got a real arrogance about our position on in the world. And that is why, my friends, we have global warming, no relations to animals. Get the fuck out of here. Are you related to your mama? If you're related to your mama, you are related to an animal. Because your mama's an animal. Hate to tell you. Don't mind telling you. But because we separate ourselves and we think that we're somehow different than everything else under the that's created in this cosmos, that's why we get to kill the fucking planet and do all kind of other stupid shit that chokes everybody else out, because we don't have any fucking appreciation for the fact that we're all connected. We're all living beings. All living beings. All of us. The dog is a living being. An ant is a living being. But, you know, I completely believe that there are some animals smarter than other humans, than some humans that I know. We are worse than the animals. Look, without a doubt here's the thing. It's what are you smart at? I have a suspicion that most animals are as intelligent as human beings are. The question is, intelligent at doing what? What can they do? What do you do? How well do you solve the problems that are put before you? You know? So they're not going to be a chimpanzee's not going to bust out and do calculus, right? They're not going to do calculus and solve for, let's solve for X. They're not going to do that because that's not how their mind works. But there are things that chimpanzees can do that we cannot do. For example, you can go to YouTube and look up chimps' memories. If you put a flash of lights, like say there's like a square, and end of the square is made up of like, say 80 or 90 different lights. And the lights can go off in a pattern, right? So in order to eat, so what they did with the chimpanzees were they would play like a sequence, right? So like light bulb, this light bulb goes off, this light bulb goes off, then this light bulb goes off, right? So as a human being, we can keep track of maybe 9 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. But at a point, we're going to get lost because our memory doesn't work that well. But a chimpanzee will go on and on and on and on. They might be able to do 15, 20, 30 of them. Boop, 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 boop. Because with what they see, they process immediately and they keep it. So it just depends, man. I mean, it depends on the way it's how do you deal in your own niche? How do you deal in your own environment? And for me, it seems like we are basically like similar to, we're just ground. We're just on the ground. We're not typical. We walk up tall probably because we were walking through grasses and need to be able to stand up to see over the grass, right? So we walk up. We learned to walk upright for some reason that helped us deal with our own environment. Where if we had to deal in their environment, we would never survive. But anyway, that's my memory doesn't distinguish intelligence. Tell that to some people. Tell that to the people that give IQ tests. Then memory doesn't distinguish intelligence. Most of the people that people call great geniuses, and I don't agree with it, act like because they have a photographic memory that they are super intelligent. Because why? Because they can remember all the facts that they gave you. We get tested on memory. Most of your schoolwork is related to memory, right? Like you memorize your timetables. You memorize, like in the law, you memorize what the rules are. You memorize in doctors, you memorize what symptoms are and what diagnosis you give based on the symptoms. A lot of that stuff is memory that they consider to be intelligence. Hey, thanks, Iman Leopold. Memory retention is definitely related to intelligence. I mean, it's kind of like the right brain, the left brain type of thing, right? Your left brain is the one where it's like analytical. right? You're trying to process a bunch of facts. You're trying to process all of the tree, all of the leaves and all of the leaves in the tree. But then your right brain, you're trying to synthesize all the information that you get from your left side of the brain. So there is data collection, the data analysis, but then there's also, there's the data collection, and then there's the data analysis. So there's a lot of people that can remember. There are people that can remember facts, that have, that can do their timetables very, very quickly. And they tend to be good at, they're the type of people getting replaced by computers. But creativity, that's something else. That's you processing all of these other facts and using it, synthesizing it to create something new. So, I think it's both. I think it's a mix of both things, I guess he forgets everything every day. To me, information determines intelligence. No, information is just fucking information. Information is just information. A computer can provide you information. It's not intelligent. It's just following a bunch of predetermined orders and rules that somebody else gave it, and it ran it off. Information's not intelligence. You need information. You can use your intelligence to process the information that is given to you. I think it's a combination of it all, man. Computer used to people in the room. I'm not sure what that is. For like criminals fail school, but they memorize all the laws. Yeah, but see, look, man, here's my thing. Can you solve your problem that you have in front of you? If you have a problem, Juniper P said, Fanon, arrogance is why we think apes should evolve to humans, because we assume we're the top of the evolutionary change. Nature may see us as destructive and lower. It'll all pan out in the end, and we'll figure it out. If what people say about global warming is true, then we're not the brightest cookies. We're not the brightest. We're not very bright, because we're doing something that is going to ultimately lead to our own demise. If the purpose of our being here is self-preservation, doing things that work against self-preservation is not very intelligent, right? Because I would think that intelligent means how good are you at solving problems that are in front of you. That's usually how people make that determination. Oh, well, I put a guy in a room with all the doors locked. How does he get out? Well, he figured a way to use this penny to pick the lock on the inside. He got out and he solved himself a problem. Oh, that was very intelligent. He took what was around him, used it to solve a problem. That's what we typically think separate ourselves, right? Oh, the ability to develop tools and use tools, and even genetics and traits you inherit involve cells remembering information and transferring it, but it has to be stored first. Yeah, that's very interesting stuff, man. It really is. Ronald Jones said, knowledge, info, wisdom, decipher that info, understanding, to put the wisdom to work. In conclusion, I like that, Ronald Jones. Absolutely. One hit a quote. Many of who we call geniuses and intelligent people got to take their car to the mechanic to change their alternator. Yeah, that's a matter of education. Focus Ball said, I missed his super chat. My bad, Focus Ball. Mr. Already, nobody with any kind of sense knows the human race are animals. Excuse me, anybody with any common sense knows the human race are animals in the mammal family, unless you lay eggs. Yeah, but that stands in the way. The word hue, God, man, hand, human, God's hand. What it said? The word hue equals God, man, hand, human, God's hand. I like that. I always thought hue was color, but that is kind of like the arrogance of it, that that the universe is all created for us. Rod Sportsman Lee, what's going on? And I did get it now, Focus Ball. Thank you so much for your support, man. Thank you so much for your support. We can't help and serve unless we preserve, no doubt. Nazim the Dream said, Fanan, these are the same people who will tell us they don't see Knuckles when surely clear when they're showing clear as day, but try to force us to believe we're crazy because we lack IQ problems. Look, let me tell you something first and foremost. I think most of you motherfuckers are never gonna get me on that low IQ shit. Okay, because my shit ain't low. My shit is quite lofty. Like lofty. Okay. And I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not, because I don't really think the shit means that much. However, my shit is lofty. And I know this. When I was a kid, because I got bad grades. They thought some shit was wrong with me. So they took me in, they got my IQ done. Now IQ test came back. The shit was lofty. And I thought to myself, okay, yeah, I'm part of just say that there's 1%. I said they're lacking IQ problems, Fanon. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by that. What adjustments will Wilder make for Fury? I don't know. I hope he brings in Buddy McGirt and he trusts somebody other than me to tell him what adjustments to make. Because I can't beat Tyson Fury in a boxing match. I can't beat him, so I don't know what adjustments he's gonna make. But anyway, back to the IQ story. Yeah, low IQ is because they act like, first of all, black people do not have low IQs on average. The school system affects people and what their intelligence quotients are later on in life. Out of the gate, black people rank very, very highly. In fact, ahead of European Americans, ahead of Asians, ahead of Indians. To begin with, from birth to kindergarten, the shit all hits in third grade because of the school systems. But anyway, back to this. There used to be projects, big, tall project buildings in Chicago off a highway called off 94, which was the Eisenhower. No, not the it was the Kennedy, right? I always forget. It was the Kennedy heading south, and the Eisenhower heads west. Eisenhower is west. Kennedy heads north, and Dan Ryan goes south. I always fucking forget my Chicago highways. Regardless, 94 headed south out of Chicago towards Indiana. You'll see there used to be a lot of projects that, like the Robert Taylor homes used to be all right off 94. You see all these buildings, and just say there was 100,000 people that were in there. I can't remember what the number was, but I was like, yeah, okay, if I'm top 99%, if I'm the top 99%, how long my audio been out? I hit that on accident. Somebody let me know. Drew Titan said the ideas of human evolving from apes is real. The proof is Dillian White. His skull is at a halfway point. His hulking brow is crazy. Yeah, dog. I should pull up a picture. Man, get out of here, man. We're not us. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. You too. Oh, man. For 20 seconds, since you said 99%. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'll go. If I was 99% in my IQ, and it is, thank you very much. Definitely in the 99th percentile. Since I was in the 99th percentile, I thought to myself, how many people in the Robert Taylor Homes projects are smarter than me? If I'm 99% of them, 1,000 sitting right, and I know they are because I've met these people, and I know they're smarter. I know a whole lot. I can tell somebody's smarter than me. I can tell, and you know how I can tell? Because I don't think as quickly as they do. And I'm honest with myself. You motherfuckers out there just call people low IQ. You ain't never even met them before. Nah, it's working now. Hey, somebody tell me if my yeah, there you go. Somebody, you must be back. Suleiman Akar, you're just back a little bit in the comment section. 40 seconds. Fury put on weight to cope with Wilder's punching power. It had no effect on the second fight. I don't think we're talking about that, dude. Matter of fact, I know we're not talking about that, dude. So, what's going on, Blaze of Glory Landscaping LLC? Yeah, Gregory Wilder, check you on that shit. You know, god dang well, dog. We're not eating monkeys. But anyway, it's what it is, man. Look, I'm going to get out of here. Man, go support my man KQKC, who's coming up next. Man, I appreciate this conversation. Somebody put in the comment section the next intellectual conversation we should have. I like this. We can do the Brainiac conversations. A lot of people are actually able to be honest with them. Not a lot of people are actually able to be honest with themselves. Yeah. Man, people always want to, and dude, it's really tough for them. It's tough for them Europeans to hear that they're related to apes because they always want to say black people are like apes. Then I like, hold on, man. Really? Who looks more like the ape? My hair curls. My shit is like, I got nappy hair. Last time I checked, chimpanzee's hair is just straight. It just lays down. Lips all thin, highly violent, prone to war. That touched their soul, bro. It touches their soul tough, dog. It touches it because it's supposed to be us, right? You said not much boxing talk, still good combo. Yeah, we're here every day, man. We'll talk. We'll get on the boxing tomorrow, man. I apologize, Jermaine Johnson. Alex Jones and Northern Europeans and Asians smarter than anyone on the planet said it was scientifically proven. Said it on Joe Rogan. That is absolutely fucking ridiculous. That is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Are smarter than anyone on the planet? Well, I mean, I guess you could say that. I guess you can. Because they fucking put everybody else under their thumb. So yeah, I mean, if you judge it by the ability to manipulate and take over people and make them motherfuckers do a bunch of shit that they don't want to do because you told them to, then yeah. I personally chalk it up to guns and a propensity for violence. But maybe I'm wrong. Shave the hair off an ape and tell you what you see. Dillian motherfucking White. That's what you see. I think you see Dillian White, dog. But anyway, it is what it is. See, I don't just that whole Northern European. It's like acting like people all come from one, like Northern Europeans all come like they're not mixed with people. How do you know that? It still is a human for one hitter. I'm not sure what that is. Break down that $2.2 trillion stimulus bill tomorrow. If you don't mind, it's more than 2.2 trillion. But yeah, I'll break it down for you. I can go through it tomorrow if you want me to. That's making me go to work, though. Okay. You're gonna make me actually have to read. Always good show for 9. You know you will be dropping videos later. Thank you. My videos will be up. And hey, Jonathan. Hey, and by the way, everybody that I got in an argument about the monkeys, I understand that nobody likes to be called an ape. And I was just kind of fucking with y'all a little bit at the same time telling the truth. You know what I mean? Just landscaping. Anyway, he said everyone on the planet has a mixture of genetic ancestry. Without a doubt. Like, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But I will tell you some of the smart. What's going on, Velt? I'll tell you some of the smartest motherfuckers I ever met, though. The smartest group of people that I met, them fucking Nigerians. Them some smart motherfuckers, boy. I'm telling you. Them some smart motherfuckers over there. I mean, just kicking it with some of them. I mean, most of them were college-educated dudes. But, man, there's some real bright Nigerians, man. Real bright Nigerians. Scarily smart Nigerians. I haven't, and then just generally speaking, I met a lot of very brilliant people, just a lot of really bright people all around, all different type of people, that are very, very, very bright people. And not just well-educated, but very, very bright people. Somebody I think is a very, very bright guy. I think 78 Sports TV is a very, very bright guy. Very bright guy. None of them are stillborn with the what? Never I said Wakanda forever, you know. For 9, we've been to space, but we only explored 5% of the ocean. Yeah, because we can't fucking survive there. They trying to get the fuck off the planet Earth. I'm convinced. But anyway, I gotta go, man. Can we discuss the low IQ propaganda and how it relates to its use against boxing fans? They're just calling you a nigga. That's all that is. You just got to change the word. They're just calling you a nigga. That's it. That's what they're doing. They're calling you a nigga. That's it. There's nothing funny about it. You just change the word to nigga, and you know exactly what they're saying. It makes perfect sense. It fits. Every time you hear somebody say, "Well, the low IQ community or the low IQ," that just change the word to nigga. And depending on who's saying it, change the word to nigger. Put the ER on it, and that's what they're calling you. They just can't call you it, so they changed the word. Shit, they invented the word nigga. So that wasn't nothing for them to put the meaning behind some other word, you know? That's what that means. There's no confusion about what they mean. That's what they mean. That's how they're using the word. Because that's who they're replying to. You know? Like when I was a kid, I would have people tell me, this lady told me, it's an Italian lady, really nice lady, but she said, she's like, look, you're not a nigger. Nigger means ignorant. You remember that. When somebody calls you a nigger, just remember they're calling you ignorant. And I thought to myself, fuck you talking about? The only time I've ever heard anybody call somebody a nigga is when they were talking about black people. You're calling me black. That's what you're calling me. When you call me a nigga, you mean I'm a black person. And as a result of being a black person, I'm a low life. That's what you're calling me, a low life. A nigga or a low life, either one, or a low life because you're a nigga. That's what they meant. So I'm listening to what you mean when you use the word. So when they use low IQ, that's what they mean, and there's no mystery to it. Immediately you know what they're saying to you, and you can immediately deal with what they're saying to you. But if you go around wondering whether or not they actually believe you have a low intelligence quotient, that's a waste of fucking time. Number one, they don't even know you. Number two, how could they tell you whether you're low IQ or not? Number two, you're on the internet and you're typing. It takes a certain level of intelligence to type and to be able to spell words and use punctuation and get on the computer. You have to have a certain level of intelligence to do that. People who have 70 IQs, 60, 70 IQs wouldn't even be able to pull off the conversation. So you can't use the definition that what it's supposed to mean, which is low, that you have a lower than average IQ. I think the average IQ might be 100, depending on what the scale is. If you got a 70 IQ, you're talking about somebody that's like somebody with Down syndrome, right? Somebody with Down syndrome is not doing the things that you do on a daily basis. They know you're not a low IQ person. They're calling you a nigga. That's what they mean. And they have the ability to mistreat you because they're not and you are. And you need to do what they say, and you need to do what they say now. And what they say matters, and what you say doesn't matter. That's what they're saying. And tell me, if you don't believe that that's what they're saying, then just humor me. And the next time they use that word, replace it with the word I said to replace it with. And you will find that the sentences work perfectly, that the same meaning is communicated. You low IQ boxing fans, you nigga boxing fans, the shit works the same. And it's going to be used by the same people that would use that. It's a dog whistle. It's a dog whistle for nigga. That's all it is. It's not anything that you should take seriously. You shouldn't, like trying to explain to them and show them that you're smarter than that. Dude, they don't care. They don't doubt that you're an intelligent person. They just think you're a nigga. So there you go. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? But anyway, it is what it is. Much love to everybody. He said this was a body bag all show. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Mr. MG Whitey, whatever fuck your name is, dog. You don't want no smoke with me. No, you don't. No, you don't. You want zero smoke around these parts. Okay. Anyway, it is what it is. I will tomorrow. I will read. I'll try to get my hand on the actual stimulus bill. And if I can get through it and read it by tomorrow, then I'll break it down. But if not, I'll give you a very high level one about what they're using. But at the end of the day, dog, it's going to be a bunch of rich people taking a bunch of money they just printed and then claiming trickle down economics, right? That if you give it to the banks and you give it to the businesses, then that will stimulate the economy, and the workers will eventually get the benefit. The shit doesn't work like that. What winds up happening is that the people on top keep the money and they try to find a way not to spend it. So you don't get any of it or very little of it. You are used to consume. You are not supposed to have anything. Anyway, it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace. Oh, PED. So you tried to be a little bitch and jump out there when I was leaving, huh? Oh. All you did was speak nonsense the entire stream. PED. If all I did was speak nonsense, more than likely you're a low IQ individual. Now, that is how you can honestly tell a low IQ individual. If you listen to this whole stream and you didn't understand anything that I said, you are a low IQ individual. Anyway, it is what it is. Check out the videos we dropping later today, man. I really, really appreciate you guys watching the videos and supporting. Oh, yeah, his ass got bopped. His ass tried to jump in there at the end. Didn't think I was going to get you. Gotcha. Anyway, it is what it is. With that, I'm out. Peace.